Today's story is another fantasy called Hey Al. It is written by Arthur Yorinks and illustrated by Richard Eaglesky. This is Al and his dog, Eddie. What do you notice? Some authors want you to think about your life. They try to teach you a lesson through the story. As you listen to this story, be thinking about what this author might want you to learn. Al, a nice man, a quiet man, a janitor, lived in one room on the west side with his faithful dog, Eddie. They ate together, they worked together, they watched TV together. What could be bad? It says Al is a janitor. What is a janitor based on what you see in the illustrations on the front cover and these pages of the story? Plenty. Look at this dump, Eddie growled. We can't have a house, a little backyard to run around in for a change. Oh, sure, Al snapped. Today it's a house you want. Tomorrow, who knows? Maybe the moon. The moon? The moon? Eddie howled. Pigeons live better than us. No, life wasn't easy for Al and Eddie. They were always working, always struggling. It was always something. One morning, while Al was shaving, a voice called to him. Hey, Al, it said. Al turned and saw a bird, a large bird. Al, said the bird, are you working too hard? Still struggling and going nowhere? Listen, have I got a place for you? No worries, no cares. It's terrific. Huh? Al said. He was confused. Al, you need a change. Tomorrow, come and be my guest. Eddie, too. You'll see, you'll love it. Then, with a few flaps, the bird was gone. You can imagine that evening's conversation. Eddie was already packing. What, just quit my job? Al said. There's more to life than mops and pails, Eddie insisted. But that's it, we're going. I don't want to hear another word. At dawn, they were both in the bathroom, waiting. Do you think they will go with the bird? What makes you think that? The large bird appeared, and Al and Eddie were ferried thousands of feet upward to an island in the sky. Look at what's happening to Al and Eddie. Think about what makes this story a fantasy. Unbelievable! Lush trees, rolling hills, gorgeous grass. Birds flitted to and fro. Waterfalls cascaded into shimmering pools. Would you look at this view, Eddie said. Wow, said Al. Birds sang and brought them food. They ate, they drank, they swam, they sunbathed. They never had it so good. So, Al, is this so terrible? The large bird asked. What a life, Al cooed. A guy could live like this forever. The days passed blissfully. As memories of their old life slowly faded, Al and Eddie decided that this was ecstasy. That's a beautiful place for Al and Eddie compared to their apartment. How do Al and Eddie like their new life? But ripe fruit soon spoils. One morning, Al woke up and shrieked, "Eddie, look at us! We're turning into birds!" Indeed, their eyes were a little beady, their nose a bit beak-like. "We've got to get out of here," he croaked. Wings sprouted, tail feathers plumed. Take us back," Eddie quacked. "I don't want to be a bird." "I'd rather mop floors," he honked, as they both flapped furiously and rose into the air. "Eddie, be careful! Follow me!" Al squawked. But Eddie, in a frenzy, was flying in circles, higher and higher. Exhausted, straining to stay aloft, he plunged into the open sea and was gone. What is happening? Al barely made it home in one piece. Alone, without his friend, he was heartbroken. But fortunately, Eddie was a talented swimmer, and in no time he found his way back to the west side. "Eddie!" Al cried. "Oh, Al!" Paradise lost is sometimes heaven found. People can change their feelings about something from having experiences. Think about Al and Eddie's feelings at the beginning and at the ending of the story. What caused Al's and Eddie's feelings about their lives to change by the end of the story? Settings often change in a story. How are the two settings of this story alike? How are they different? How are Al and Eddie different in each of these settings? What do you think the author wants you to think about after reading this story? I hope you enjoyed today's story.